Thank you, Harold, for that kind introduction, and I would also like to extend my own personal greetings to all of our members and, most importantly, to all of our guests. My name is Norbert Wachter. However, most of you know me as Doctor Now. I came to Canada from Switzerland in the 60s to work for a major airline, which was great fun, and I retired after 28 years of flying. Then, by pure chance, I got into the timeshare business. I owned and operated marketing operations for several timeshare developers in Canada and around the world. And also, for the next 15 years, we sold tens of millions of dollars of timeshares. 7 years ago, I decided to retire. Like everybody else, I was unable to just sit around and do nothing. So I started to work from home in the networking industry. I had my ups and I had my downs. However, I persevered. Then 5 years ago, I moved to Mexico to get away from this Canadian cold winters and created a network marketing downline of over 300 people, mostly offline, and from there was the TurboCycler virtual property no-fail strategy born. Over the last several months, I've been working on a mathematically proven marketing strategy that, when combined with two online businesses and an adoptee program, which I will discuss in a minute, has proven to be highly profitable. Every successful business, whether online or offline, has to have a business model to ensure success. We are no different. What you will learn during this presentation is, number one, how a group of 25 adoptees are going to reinvest their profits into your business for a total of $75,000. Yes, you heard me right, $75,000. Number two, how we work with two online businesses to secure your financial future. Number three, how our administrative staff redirects all the profits to your business from the adoptees. Number four, how you will earn immediate cash flow from one of the online businesses and long-term residual income from the second online business. And number five, how using our business model you will earn over $45,000 in monthly income within 12 months. And that's only the beginning. So let's get started. The key to our mathematical strategy is based upon the team's ability to work with a select group of adoptees. These adoptees willingly will reinvest their first $3,000 in profit directly back into your business development. Currently, we are working with a Mexican group. As we continue to grow, there are groups in Africa and other developing countries that want to participate in our program. Your equity grows, as will the adoptees. With the team's help, your progress through the system is guaranteed. There has never been before a program whereby we are able to assist our members by working with adoptees. So at this point, you're probably asking yourself, who are these adoptees and why are they willing to allow their profits to be invested in someone else's business? Those are fair questions to ask. These adoptees are people who do not have the financial ability to join this or any other program, unless it is just like $5, nor do they have computers. Over the years, I have developed a special relationship with this Mexican group, whereby they are willing to defer their profits. By doing so, they not only assure themselves of income several months from now, but also their immediate profits will assure you growth in residual income starting within 30 days. Everyone knows that to make money, you have to invest money in your business. Our strategy calls for you over the next 12 months to adopt 25 Mexicans. Bottom line, that means you will have over $75,000 invested in your business. As the Mexicans begin to profit through the system, our administrative staff controls their funds and reinvests those funds directly into your business. As you will precisely see when I show you the complete strategy on my PowerPoint presentation, their investment is in your business will have an immediate positive dramatic effect on your financial growth. Combined with the Mexicans adoptee group, we employ two online businesses to fully implement our strategy. The first business is TurboCycler. TurboCycler's compensation plan allows us to have an immediate cash flow which helps to fund this strategy as well putting money back in our pockets. What makes TurboCycler such a good fit is that the compensation model complements the strategy. Additionally, we get paid peer-to-peer, meaning that the company does not pay us, but rather the associates that join the program pay us directly, giving us the flexibility and allows us, all of us, to have immediate cash flow. While developing our strategy and the last part of the plan, the second online business is virtual properties. This company, like TurboCycler, allows us to receive funds directly from our associates, meaning member to member, and provides us with a substantial residual income. So in brief, that is the strategy. I would like now to show you how, by blending the Adoptee system, TurboCycler, and virtual property, I have developed the foolproof strategy to earn $45,000 per month by your 12th month. Obviously, you will be earning a significant amount of income, money each month until you hit that level. With my strategy, there is no glass ceiling to your earnings. I just use a 12 months $45 strategy as an example. The strategy will continue month after month. I do not expect you to completely understand every aspect of our strategy right now. Don't worry. Right now, that does not matter. What does matter is for you to understand that you will earn a mid-five-figure monthly income by simply incorporating our 100% foolproof strategy. All the necessary components are already in place to help everyone accelerate their financial success. Now I will show you the strategy of a PowerPoint presentation. Sit back and relax and be amazed of our 100% foolproof system. Whether you realize it or not, you are now on your first step towards a $45,000 per month income. The first thing actually that I will do, I will show you the 2x2 compensation plan of TurboCycler, and then my system, the PowerPoint. And finally, how much do I need to invest? That's probably what you're asking yourself. Well, that is the best part. It is only a one-time $139.95 fee. We also offer all of you here today a gift worth $100 in cash. So your net investment is really $40. And also there is a company that is being hired and is in place very shortly, in the next few days, that will give you an opportunity to borrow up to $500 for your startup in your business, as long as you have a checking account. So at this point in time, I would like to put up the presentation of the 2x2 matrix system of TurboCycler.
The compensation structure is based on a time-tested compensation plan called a 2x2 cycler follow your sponsor matrix. The basic principle of a 2x2 is that there are a maximum of 6 positions that can be taken at any one time, called a matrix. 2 under you and 2 each under those people. So here you see on the diagram, it's 1, 2 under you. Those are positions number 1 and 2. And then you have position number 3 and 4, which are the first 2 people underneath position number 1, and 5 and 6, which are the first 2 positions under position number 2. Now there's 4 different ways you can make money. The first way is selling the product. That's called personal sales. As you refer someone to the program, they purchase a $200 product package. Okay, that's position number 1. Now maybe that person, position number 1, also makes a sale, and they refer person number 3, and that's a $200 product package. That person is instructed by the system to pay you $200, because anyone that lands on your second generation, that's position 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, are going to be instructed by the system to send you $200 directly. And again, this is paid directly to you, not through the company, and you're free to accept the payment in any way, shape, or form you like. The second way is spillover. Now in the diagram here, with the face there, you have your upline, and you also have your matrix, which is just below your upline. Now your upline has position number 1 and 2, so you're in position number 1, and the second position in your upline's organization, we'll just call that filled with someone that's already have a sale. So now at this point, your sponsor or upline makes a sale, and that's the $200 sale you just saw there, and the system is going to search from left to right, up and down, and it's going to put that person in the first open available spot. Okay, so that's spot number 2. What happens here is that number 2 can now go out and make a sale. That's a $200 sale, and that $200 is now your second level. That's spot number 5, and the system is going to instruct them to pay you $200. Now, what's important about that is the $200, of course, landed on your second level, so you make that, but that sale was not directed by any effort of your own, because the spot number 2 was coming from your sponsor or your upline, and that position landed there through no effort of your own, and that person introduced number 5, which also goes to you. So that's a sale that comes as no effort of your own, which is great. Next way you can make money is called team sales. Now again, this is your organization, and we have those 6 spots: number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5, and number 6. So what happens here is you have your first 2 spots. Let's just say that you brought them in. They're your personally sponsored people. Now, people go out and they work as a team to be able to bring in sales. Now, spot number 1 brings in spot number 3, and that is a $200 sale. The system instructs that person to send you $200, and you get paid. Spot number 1 also gets their 2 sales, and they bring in $200, which is instructed by the system to pay you. So again, everyone is working together as a team to bring in at least 2 people. So you brought in 2, spot number 1 brought in their 2, which is position 3 and 4, and spot number 2 has also brought in their spots, number 5, which also pays you $200, and spot number 6, which also pays you $200. So in this case, everyone that reached your second level paid you $200 a piece, which is a total of $800 going to you. The next way you can make commission, called follow your sponsor. So as you start to build a team, 1 and 2, and those people bring in people and so on, you have your organization here. When you cycle, or when anyone else in your organization cycles, the system is automatically going to close out your 6-person matrix and then look for the first open available spot in your sponsor's matrix that they're working right now. In this position, it would be number 1. So now you're closing out the 6-person position you're currently in because you have all those spots filled. The system looks to place you back in the $200 matrix, and now you're taking the first available spot, and we'll call this number 1 in your sponsor's matrix. You're instructed who to send your $200 to, and the process happens over and over again. So you've made $800 from the 4 positions, and you're sending back $200. Now you're netting $600 on that complete matrix. So the next time, say spot number 2, when they fill up their 6-person matrix, so let's say spot number 5 brought in 2 and spot number 6 brought in 2, the complete matrix for them is finished, so now they're going to look to follow you and your spot number 1, and they're going to follow and fill up spot number 3. The same thing happens for position number 5. Let's say that you also sponsored position number 5. When they cycle again, they're going to follow you and take the first open position, which again would be spot number 4. Okay, that's in your sponsors matrix, spot number 4. All right, so let's quickly review. We use the 2x2 compensation plan, which earns income a few different ways. Personal sales. Introduce others to buy your audio-video education package. Spillover. Since level width is limited to 2 people, new sales can roll over to the next available position. Team sales. People work as groups or teams to fill in 2 levels, and those people also do the same thing, thus assisting people in filling in positions and cycling. Follow your sponsor. As your matrix fills, you'll also follow your sponsor and fill in one of the open spots in the active matrix that your sponsor is in. The same thing happens to all your personal sales. They will follow you, thus causing you to cycle again and again.
Okay, so that is the turbo cycler, and what you just were watching is a $200 cycler, where we started when we first got into turbo cycler, and they just have opened up recently the $100 cycle, And that's why your first money to come in has now dropped from $239.95 to a measly $139.95. So here is the strategy now with using the $100 cycle positions. So let me get this started for you. This is Dr. Now's 3D Team Assist Turbo Cycler Virtual Property Landlord Strategy. This is what is going to get you to the $45,000. It's a 2-for-1 networking business opportunity. Here is your first matrix with Turbo Cycler. As you saw in the video before, there is 6 spots. You on top in yellow, and then there's 2 first spots which are go above a U, and in other words, the first 2 go, it's a 2 up, and then the next 4 spots are $100 each for a total of $400 on your pay line, as we call it. Now, on the 3rd spot on your pay line, your first pay line spot, on position number 3, the 3rd person that comes in, you will now adopt a Mexican at that position. Adopting a Mexican means you pay $39.95, and you will be able to mark him as paid because he has to pay you the $100 as he comes in, and you have the ability to just go in and mark him paid. In other words, you pretend you got the money, but you actually lending him the money because he's going to pay you back, as you will see later. So on the bottom on the left, you see his first matrix, your adoptee. On the right is your second matrix of your adoptee. And remember, all of the matrices you see now, the matrices that are coming up are not yours. They're your adoptees, and that's the key. This is the one person you adopted. That's all it is. Now here's your adoptee first matrix. $100 on the position 3 will duplicate another adoptee from the pay line to you. In other words, he'll give you the 100 and you adopt another Mexican with that money. 200 is going to go to upgrade to level 2, $200 matrix, and the dollars come from position 4 and 5. So now the Mexican will come up to the $200 level, and he will there make money very quickly, and he'll make $800 on the bottom pay line, and he will be able to pay your rent and your construction fee in the virtual property business. The virtual property business is a $400 value by this Mexican that is going to come in and pay you his construction fee and the rent every month of $300. I will show you a video of virtual property after this presentation so that the two will all tie together for you. Now here's the $100 for the second matrix. That is the 6th position. Because you will be cycling to the next matrix naturally, always bring with you the last $100 to pay the person that you land on. Then here we go. Second matrix of your adoptee. And again, 100 is another duplicate of from the adoptee to you by using the 3rd position money to give to you to adopt another Mexican. Now you have 3 Mexicans. And every one of those Mexicans will pay you within 30 days the $300 rent and also the $100 construction fee for virtual property. There's a $200 for 2 new paid members for the adoptee. So the adoptee now will put 2 new members through his link that come in with $100. And those 2 members are brought in by you under him, or there is other ways of coming in, that's through Spill and so on. But they have to be coming through his link, and there's 2 more members. And then that means he has now 2 members, and in the virtual property business, that means he will have now a profit of $300 per month in residual income. And then the 6th position on $100 will keep to go to the next matrix. Here is the next matrix. The next matrix, again, there is going to be the adoptee, the same person that you adopted at the beginning. He will have a total of $400 on his pay line, which naturally comes from people that follow him and also from people that work that matrix, because there's an upline that will work that matrix. Now there is going to be $200 now given to you from position 4, 3, and 4 to give you 2 more adoptees. That makes 5 of them in total, and that is the magic number. $100 is now also paid back to you, the sponsor. He owes you that money, and that's for you, that's profit. And then $100 goes to the fourth matrix. So at this point, a total of 5 new renters on your virtual property pay line just from one adoptee. And as you will see later, that each adoptee, when they get to the $1,000 level tower of virtual property, it is $1,800 per month of residual income to you. So you literally will have, with 5 people, a $9,000 per month profit minus the $1,800 you pay to that you pay to your sponsor. That leaves you with $7,200 in residual income. Very nice, thank you very much. Now here's the fourth matrix. Again, $400 on the adoptee's bottom line, on the 4 places on the bottom, and $200 for 2 new members for the adoptees. In other words, 2 members are put through the adoptee's link to make it 4 for him. And $100 profit for the adoptee. Finally, as you can see, in the fourth matrix, he makes a little money, and they'll be thanking you very nicely when they get that money. We send it to them. Now here's the fifth matrix for your adoptee. Same person. We always talk only of one person. All reinvesting all the money into you. So there we go. In the fifth matrix, there is $100 for 1 new paid member for the adoptee. So that makes it 5. So now you have 5, and he has 5. And he gets $200 profit from your adoptee gets $200 profit, and 100 is going to go for the sixth matrix. Well, as you can see now, a total of 5 new renters for the adoptee and virtual property, and 5 new members or adoptees, Mexican adoptees for you. That means you both are at $9,000 a month minus $1,800 to the landlord. So the adoptee will pay you $1,800, but he has 5 people who pay him $9,000. That means he leaves him a profit of $7,200, and the same for you. And now the 5 adoptees that you have will duplicate that, and that's how you are going to end up with 25 adoptees, and that's where your $45,000 worth of profit comes from, because $1,800 times 25 is 45,000 minus the 1,800. That will be a $43,200 profit. Now your future will be as follows. All 5 adoptees will duplicate the above system, and you will end up with 25 adoptee renters at $1,800 each per month. As I explained a minute ago, that's $45,000 per month plus $1,800 to your landlord. Net profit $43,200. And it all came from one adoptee. Remember that. Your adoptee's future is as follows. All 25 adoptees will have 5 renters each at $1,800, which is a total of $9,000 per month, less their $1,800 a month rent they owe you. That leaves each of them with $7,200 per month. So here's your road to success and financial freedom. All of this was created by you joining TurboCycler and bringing in 2 paying members under you. Then adopting 1 new TurboCycler member from your pay line and placing 2 paying members under that adoptee. All future growth is produced out of profit from your adoptee, and is coming from the adoptee's pay line and duplicating the effort. I just lost the last slide, so let me get to the last slide again to show you what it was finished. And so let's go back to this. All future growth is produced out of profit from your adoptee's pay line and by duplicating your effort using the system above. So in other words, everybody duplicates exactly what we're doing here. The Team Assist staff and closers are always there to help you on your road to success. This is the first day of the rest of your life. So let's get started now. There you have it. The most powerful, mathematically proven strategy ever developed in network marketing industry. Where else could you find a plan that guarantees you a $75,000 investment in your business? Now, you know why we call this the 100% no-fail strategy. Failure is just not an option.